I want to ask you a question. Do you have a community, a tribe, a group? The concept of a lone wolf is glorified nowadays and looked upon as something cool, you know, outlaw, mysterious, dangerous, but all that falls under the water when a pack of wolves come and rip you to pieces because you're a pack of one and they're a pack of many. And just like wolves, humans are destined to live in groups. We hunt in packs because no matter how big and strong, one human is not much of a threat to anybody because it's one human, but a couple of us, we team up, we make a community, a group, then tens of us, we start, I don't know, hunting, making spears, fires, whatever. Thousands of us, we start making villages, hundreds and thousands, millions of us, technological advancements, AI, modern society, that's where we are now, the dominant race on this planet. But it all started from a single small unit called the tribe, a community of some sort, of a few individuals. And these communities have been the single biggest reason for my personal relationship and business growth this year. So today we're going to talk about why these communities and tribes are important and how to find them and stop with all this loner bullshit because it's not doing you any benefit, especially if you're a man. And the plan we're going to develop, the two-step plan that I have right now, is going to take you 30 minutes a day. That's not much. So after this video, you'll be able to go out and find or make these communities that will help you excel in any area of your life, in any of the goals you have. So let's dive in. For now, my full-time job is to be a content creator. Yes, I finally took the leap. I burned all the boats. I practice what I preach, and this is what I'm doing right now. And because of that, I'll tell you a quick story. The most successful content creator ever, Mr. Beast, grew from 10,000 to 1 million subscribers in a single year using a method called the community method. And here's how it works. When he had around 10,000 subscribers, he found 4 other friends who had similar sized channels and they all wanted to grow. But the only way they could learn what works on YouTube was through trial and error, which takes a lot of time and they wanted to grow fast. So for the next 1,000 days, the 5 of them would talk every morning on Skype and obsess about every single detail surrounding YouTube, hyper-analyzing things like titles, thumbnails, descriptions, everything, sometimes up to 12 hours at a time. And after only a year, they all surpassed 1 million subscribers. And the fun fact is that they all surpassed it at a similar time, like days apart. So what can we learn from this community method? Many things, but one thing stands out. A community, a group of like-minded people who are hyper-focused on one goal will lead to each member getting exponentially better in that area of life. When you're a part of a community, your work doesn't add up, it multiplies. So if you want to grow exponentially, fast, like vertically, I'm talking very, very fast, you need to join a community of like-minded people, especially if you're a male, especially if you're a man, because women tend to socialize easier and they tend to have more friends. Men don't. To further convince you, I have 3 reasons to why you need a tribe now more than ever. And the first is to be accountable. Let's say you have a couple of guys that you're training with at the gym, and one day you wake up, you're just not feeling it. Everything hurts, you don't want to go to the gym, you don't want to train. They call you up at 5 p.m. They say, Mark, we're coming to get you. In 10 minutes, we're gonna be in front of your house. And you say, man, I'm not feeling it today, you know, everything hurts, I don't wanna train. I'll skip today. They say, okay, cool, we're going tomorrow anyways, we'll call you up. Tomorrow rolls around, the same thing, you're not feeling it. It's kind of a, I don't know, a period of some sort. Then they call you up and you say the same thing. If they're real friends, they come to your house, they drag you to the squat rack to the gym. Because men keep other men accountable. Everybody has to hold up their end of the deal. And if you don't, you have a problem. And a good thing about communities and tribes is that problems are solved on the spot very quickly, and then you move on to the priorities. And anyways, you are better off going with 3 friends at the gym when you don't want to, like getting over that 1-2 shit sessions, and then on the 3rd you'll feel better. Nothing that the boys can't fix. The second reason is to solve problems, and you already know this, but I'm going to say it again. More brain power on a certain problem means faster solving of that said problem, or better solving at that said problem. Anyways, you have more intelligence, more perspective, more people with different experiences on the same problem that are going to eventually solve that problem and then learn how to solve it again and again and again more efficiently. Like if your car breaks down in the middle of a desert and you don't know how to fix the engine, like, I don't know, do the switches, turn on, off, get some power. I don't know anything about cars. I've only changed the tire once, so don't take my word for it. It's not serious. But if you're alone and if you don't know how to fix the engine, I'm sorry to tell you, but you better start walking and praying that you find somebody. But if you have like 4 other people, I don't know, Mark has read something about fixing car engines in a magazine 2 years ago, and Stacy helped her dad fix, she held the flashlight to fix the motor 2 times. And you have Steven, he's an actual engineer, so he might know something. If we combine all these experiences and all that knowledge, you might be able to start that bitch and get home safely because you have more brains on the problem and more experiences and more context, which means that you might be able to solve it and then learn how to solve it again, and everybody gets better. The third reason is to be a role model for other people. And my little brother, he went to a jiu-jitsu class 2 weeks ago, and I didn't drag him there. My mother was actually against it because, you know, the traditional motherly instinct to not let the child get hurt or something. He actually asked me to go because I go. And when he went to a jiu-jitsu class, he came back home smiling. He loved it. Men tend to love beating each other up for fun. It's how we're made. Deal with it. If it upsets you, try growing a pair of round things in between your legs and then get back to me. But to get back to the story, he comes for a second session, he wrestles with somebody, and then he scrambles and falls onto his finger, partially breaking the finger. And he had to go to the doctor. It's all swollen. It's pretty bad. He had to get it readjusted and had to get a casket. But 2 weeks later, he's back. Why? Because he has a role model in his older brother that comes home with bruises, fucked up, but smiling, happy that he went to training. So in reciprocity, he also doesn't complain. Role modeling always starts with a question. Why is this dude so jacked? How does he train? He's so cool. I want to be like him. Why is my father working so hard for our family? There must be something important there. You need role models to look up to, because role models are the buy-in tickets for people to try meaningful things. And that's why you need to be in communities, to find a role model, to be a role model for somebody else, to show somebody else the way. The problem happens when you don't know how to find a community, and that's where people get tangled up in. You are an introvert. You don't have money to pay for a community. You don't know where to look for a community. And the real question is, how can you find a community of like-minded people that will at the same time support you and not judge you because you suck at things at first? I see only 2 possible ways of doing that. The first is to create one. So if you're a facilitator type of person, you create a community, or you find a community and get into that community and then network with those people there, meet new people, etc. But we're first going to cover the creating a community part. I'm about to go to a meetup of this guy called Daniel Dallin. You can search him up on YouTube, and it's in Barcelona. So when he announced it, I got an idea and made a post in the community to like make groups so we can get accommodation together, to like network and have fun and like stay together to really get to know each other. And up to this point, around 60 people reached out, and there are a lot of Airbnbs booked together. We're gonna train, we're gonna have dinners. It's an overall benefit to everybody. So if you're good at connecting people, you can easily leverage other people's communities and make your own tribe just by being proactive, just by asking people. And the good thing about all of this is that everybody will attribute their good feelings of meeting each other to you because you made the group. And this is where the 30-minute plan that I talked about in the beginning comes in. Every day, you will set a timer for 30 minutes and go online and compliment people. Engage with them, send them DMs, give your perspectives, give value to them, give information on social media, websites, forums, wherever. This can be done online and in 30 minutes a day. It's very easy. I've gotten too many clients just by sending out messages and networking with people. It's crazy. Like, you're one message away from a millionaire, your future wife, your future best friend, your business partner. It's as easy as sending out messages. And I'll give you an example. You can basically copy this message word for word. Hey, name of the person, I'm interested in how you do XYZ thing. If you're down to meet up, let me know, no pressure. It's as simple as sending out this message. Do you really think people are not interested in talking about what they do? Do you really think people are not interested in talking about themselves? Of course they are. People like to talk about themselves, and like, being interested in people is the key to everything. That's how you make real connections and then form valuable communities and tribes with like-minded people who have the same goal. So don't try to complicate it. For 30 minutes a day, do exactly what I said above, and you will see so many doors open up in so little time. I do it every day, and I swear by it. The second way is to find communities, and there are a lot of free communities online from other creators, so things like School, Discord, Reddit, and some of the best people I know are from free communities. So get into free communities while you have the chance. But if you're really looking to find cool people with the same specific purpose as you, then you have to look into paid communities because they're the superior option if you of course, have the money for it. I do run a paid community called the Creator Philosophy. It's about getting people who see content creation as a way of life, getting them together and making content creation effortless and less stressful, as it really can be stressful. If you're a content creator, you know. We're still small. It's just a couple of dollars a month. It's a very intimate atmosphere. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can go ahead and click the link in the description and apply to see if you fit. But it's worth getting into a paid community because you actually commit much more because you paid money for it. And then you come to all the calls, do all the tasks, engage with members, and that ultimately leads to success. And when you find a community, you start doing the 30-minute plan inside that community because that's where the real connection happens. But to wrap it all up, if you're a guy or a gal and you don't have a tribe of like-minded people with the same goal as you, getting to that goal, that are going to that goal, you're going to get beat by other people. It's the truth. You're not going to get killed or ravaged by another tribe. It's not the Stone Age anymore. But I would argue that dying in a battle is a far superior way than being a loner and not having any friends. Those mysterious lonely guys only win in the movies. In the real world, they get beat by a team any day. So go find a community to get better at whatever you want to do. Fitness, business, philosophy, productivity, video editing, doesn't matter. Your tribe will keep you accountable, you will solve problems easier, and you will also find a role model and be a role model for somebody else. You either make a community by connecting people or get inside one and then make meaningful relationships, because those are the ones that will keep you pushing and moving forward. When you have a problem, you don't go to your mom, you call the boys. And I'll finish with the words of Joey Diaz. You don't need 20 friends. You just need 3 motherfuckers and you can take over a country. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers and you're finished. You're fucking finished. Until next time, bye.